Hey, welcome to Side New with JW. This is Side New number 81, Self-Reflection. So I've been reflecting on this trip that we've been on for the last about 20 days. Then it's coming to a close. We will be leaving tomorrow and heading back to Japan. And I was kind of doing some reflecting on overall this trip and kind of, what I've done and who I've become over the last couple of years in this trip. And I know it sounds weird, but it's been 2 years since we've been back in the United States and been back with the majority of our family. And just sitting around and talking with some of them and talking with some of the friends that I have, I've done some reflecting on it. And at the end of the day, what I know now is I am in a better spot than I was a couple years ago. And it is for many different reasons. But of course, I'm going to say that it's because of my mentality, because it really is. And I believe that overall the mindset has, that I have adopted, and the decide and do philosophy that I have completely just come to not only love, but come to cherish and understand, and just realize that it is the best way to live possibly for myself, and for whoever else wants to adopt it. And modify it in their own ways. But really, when we look at things, I think that some of us need to sit back and stop what we're doing and reflect on where we are currently. And a lot of us are going to see that, we're in a better place than we were yesterday. We're in a better place than we were a few years ago. We're in a better place. And then there's going to be those that aren't. I've on this trip, and I have no secrets. I tell no, I tell no lie. Some of my family they're in better places than they were a couple years ago, and there's a couple of them that aren't. And there's a lot of things that go into why it is that some have become more successful and some haven't. And really the mentality that they have, the mindset they have, some allow certain things into their lives that, we talk about all the times that are, things that we don't want to allow in our lives: drama, bad people, issues that, plague you and, tear you up overall. But there's some that, have realized there are things that they need to do to be successful, and they're doing it, and they're rocking, and they're knocking those things out. And I was able to see some of my friends, which I was very appreciative that I was able to see them, because it wasn't something that we really planned on doing while we came out here. We planned to come and see our family, and spend the time with them as much as possible, doing as many things as we possibly could, because the time is limited. And although we've been out here for roughly 20 days, we were gone for 2 years completely. And now as we head back to Okinawa, it could be or it's going to be at least another year, if not possibly more than or more time that we possibly will be back there until we return again. And we definitely want to cherish the time that we've spent together. But I don't know, today especially, I guess maybe today, in the last couple of days, I've kind of looked back on a few things that really made me think about where I am, think about who I am, think about what I'm doing, and think about what I'm putting out there for all of you to watch and kind of pick apart my life in many ways, but to see really that I know where I am is it's phenomenal, And then I already look back, and I was talking to my wife yesterday about it, and on the car ride over from our family. When 2018 comes around, we're going to look back on 2017, and 2017 is going to be one of our most successful years overall. And just the amount of things that we've been able to do, the amount of things that we were able to accomplish, the goals that we set up for ourselves and totally knocked out of the park. And then we look at, well, okay, so what's 2018 going to bring for us? We're already starting to plan for knocking out those goals that we've already set up in 2018, and making 2018 a more successful year on different fronts than they were this year. So this time, the last couple of days that I've kind of had to reflect, definitely was important. And I think overall, for everyone, you need to look at things, you need to see where you are, see where you want to be, reflect on the issues that you have going on, reflect on the issues that are coming up, and those that you just put behind you, and kind of just take that personal and professional also at times, that audit of yourself, and see where you are, see if you're good. And if you're not, make adjustments. And if you're great, you can still make adjustments. And even if you're phenomenal, you can always make more adjustments to be a better individual. When I talk about a better individual, really in the reflecting, I think about, am I morally sound compared to what I was a couple years ago? Am I more ethical than I was a couple years ago? Am I a better person than I was a couple years ago? Do I treat people better? And believe me, I'm not perfect in every way. This trip has definitely shown me that, I have some work that I still need to do. I have some rough edges that I need to go ahead and smooth out, but it's given me the opportunity and the chance to see that. So, look at that, take note of it, and obviously, if you feel that you need to do that audit of yourself, hey, look, there's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with reflecting on what's going on around you yesterday, today, tomorrow, all that, and taking it all together and then making yourself a better individual. Decide on doing that and then go ahead and accomplish that. That needs to be one of your goals. That I definitely look at my goals overall. I want to make sure that I'm a better person at the end of the day, a better husband, a better father, but for the right reasons, not, for the outside looking in, and what other people think of who I am and all that, but really, the inside looking out. So until my next video, I appreciate you watching. Decide and Do number 81, self-reflection.